Okay, good afternoon. It's Monday, November 19th. It is 3:13. Markets are just now closing, and we're looking at the technology sell-off precipitated by Apple CEO Tim Cook's statement that he thinks that there is the free market is not working and the government should go ahead and regulate the technology sector as it relates to privacy, because the technology companies such as Google and Facebook have misstepped their abuse of our privacy in order to sell advertisements to us. So the market literally tanked. And that's what we're looking at today. So I would say, this is not looking good for the Christmas rally and the Santa Claus rally, and I instead am going to be looking for these February lows. Bring it into February so you can see it. These lows just above 6,200. So I definitely the path of least resistance now is back towards those lows and sweeping those stops and then sort of flatlining. So technology pretty much is going to be down and rangy. So trade your levels. There's the daily, your 60-minute. Again, these levels. Add some more data to the chart to get our lines to. There we go. These levels are built on this main linear regression line that I have on the chart. Right here is the main LinReg 1, and then I build my volatility levels above and below that. So you have the same consistent amount of risk above and below your levels. So it will be the same. I can't do the ruler very well, but you get the idea. So taking a turn off of this volatility level with another just on the level itself in a downturn, and then repeating history, knowing that in the past level 2 was your go-to level. Right there it is. And it is dynamic and works the same across all time frames. So take it down to a 5-minute chart or even to a tick chart, and it is the same concept, right? And so here's today's sell-off. We had a nice cloud showing you that this was a trending structure, so that you were not trying to buy the bottoms. In fact, when you had the market analyzer today going, it was all red across the board, keeping you in that trade, pushing these retracements back to the downside in a trend day structure. So there's your oops, very easy reentries, and so much for the NASDAQ. And again, once your cloud turns from red to white, that downtrend is no longer operative. You would not want it to take that sell. In fact, you would want to take the buy in case it popped back up. So, but definitely a fantastic trading system that's been working out real well. And again, like I said, these volatility levels are what we focus on, and trading the volatility levels instead of price. And one thing to notice in this sell-off today in the NASDAQ, that we extended out 3 volatility levels, but price hugged this bottom line. and never got a close below it, that gives you a signal that price is not, going to take off, but usually retrace, and that's exactly what it did. It retraced back to the next level and then came back down and flattened out at the close. But definitely worth taking a look at this new indicator for the NinjaTrader platform. Um, and I have some trade plans for you on how to trade this. Again, using your multiple time frames approach. Let me show you the difference between the NQ and the ES. The ES only went to the second volatility level, not the third, giving you an indication that if there is going to be a Santa Claus rally, and if I'm going to see that 3000 ES, um, that this would be the turn, and we would separate that NQ sell-off from the YM that also only went to its second level, and the Russell, the second level. Not so much the NQ. The NQ might be selling off, and the other ones might bounce uh, for that Santa Claus rally, given the strong growth that we've been experiencing on the economic indicators. But again, you want to be able to trade this together. If you're in a big sell-off day, don't necessarily take the bounces on these levels. In fact, look at your lower time frame, and if you see that downward slope, this is not something that you want to fade on those levels. In fact, there was no fading. We, extended beyond our levels. Nothing to bounce off of. When you bounce, you want to see a level like this and to give you a platform to take your bounces, right? So whether you're looking for a pin bar, a wick, or just a reversal. And again, you can use your other indicators to help you with timing these trades. You can certainly use the level below it to tuck your stop and have a level above it to look for your target. And that's what I would say a good 70% of trading in the indexes looks like, is like right there, where you're able to trade this wonderful volatility system like this. When you get into a prolonged, extended market sell-off like we had today, you just stay with the trend, and it's easy to see it. We extended beyond that first VWAP area and just coasted below it, and then finally flattened out and sort of started to come back up at the end of the day. So just stick with the day-to-day structure and you will be fine. Let me flip the monitors real quick and we will look at the crude market. Crude had a V bottom today on the 30-minute chart, a nice V bottom. So it might be finding a little bit of structure and coming back into some higher levels going into tomorrow's session. But again, here's a very good example of how that extension on the below your first VWAP level, your extension down, came back up, hit the volatility level, pin bar, just beautiful reentry. And then you had your reversal that was signaled by the stochastic signal reversal, and continuation trend up, and broke through that V bottom and then flattened out, and then very nice signal above the here's your linear regression 1, 2, 3 on your third level up. So you'll be able to get used to these signals in your market, whether you trade the bonds. I had a nice rally up day today in the bonds. And again, these levels are amazing with your pin bars, being able to take trades off of them. If you trade a tick chart, likewise, let me get this volume profile is not set up for the get the order flow. The order flow comes with NinjaTrader as a standard indicator now on NinjaTrader 8. Let me add some more days to the chart. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Fix the chart up. But again, some wonderful trades for you today off of the volatility levels. 2 really good, nice trades that worked out, and then it just sort of went flat. So hope you like the volatility levels and are getting as much use out of it as we are. And we will look forward to seeing you at the upcoming webinar in December. Be sure to keep an eye out for it. Register for it next month. I think we'll open registration up and or stop by the website and pick up a indicator or a template package, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the trade room. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow.